The New Edition Way Tour kicking off tomorrow in the town. The Black Promoters Collective bringing y'all together, coming out to the Bay again. How
Yeah,
how y'all
yeah,
feeling? I heard y'all been running around the arena in Oakland, getting ready, rehearsals, going crazy.
yeah. It's kind of crazy, just anticipating the first show and anticipating to seeing all of the people that's coming out to enjoy the show. It's just been, mind-boggling, but we're here and we're getting ready for you.
Now, I gotta jump off to a couple of questions with you. Of course, the tour is literally called the New Edition Way. When you think about that phrase, what does it really mean to you two versus like when y'all were kids growing up in Boston?
I mean, for us, first of all, the name comes from, our hometown. We just had a street named after us in Boston,
Hmm.
right in the projects where we grew up at. It's called New Edition Way. So that's why we decided to call the tour that. And just everything that speaks New Edition when it comes to, our originality, to our, you know, um,
Style.
sustainability, like over the years, being it together for so long, our work ethic, and just always looking to bring the people something special, something that they haven't seen before. And, this tour speaks to that fact. Whereas, you have Boys to Men, who is kind of like, named their group after one of our songs, and this moment of full circle. And then we have our queen, Toni Braxton. The type of show that we're putting together this time is not like you see one act and then, you wait, you see another act. It's like this whole show is all three acts together performing from the beginning of the show to the end of the show. It's just all intertwined. Some songs
Mm.
are mixed together. So you have to get here early
You got to
to
get
see the
here
whole
early.
thing. There is no opening act. So, the whole show is all three acts together.
So all three, you're all hitting the stage at the same time. Like once it kicks off, we're gonna see everybody.
You're gonna see everybody is gonna see back and forth, and we're gonna mix it up. It's gonna be nice.
They have that full family tree on that stage, of the genres, especially in real time. How does that? How did you guys come up with the idea to do it this way? You know what I mean? Because you've done plenty of tours, many tours, whether it's with your
Mhm.
solo projects, as of course as New Edition. Like, why did you decide to bring these acts together at the same time in
Well,
2026?
well, you kind of answered it. You said we've done plenty of tours.
Yeah.
We have a fan base that is very dedicated and loyal to us, and you know, which have been watching us, for the last 40 years. So for us, we just didn't want to bring people the same show that
Yeah.
we've been doing. Like we can change the songs around, and, we can add in new ones here and there that we haven't done in a long time. But what can we do that's special that possibly you can only see at this time on this tour? We try to make each tour something memorable, from the t-shirt, to the actual tour, to the actual show itself. And so this right here just marks a special time in history. And for us, we're always thinking outside the box, and when we look at like, festivals, you go to Essence Festival or whatever it may be, you get to see all of these acts, and it's always packed like every year because people feel like they're getting so much, for their money, and they get to see all of these different acts. So that's kind of like the mindset. It's like, how can we give people like a festival type of show? People work hard for their money. Inflation is high, and,
Hmm.
we just really want to make it special for them.
Absolutely. And your music, as you know, and it connects parents with kids with the power of social media, their grandkids. I wanted to ask, like, what's the craziest, I guess you could say, three generation moment that you've had an experience over the years, like with parents and their kids? Is everybody coming out? Because I know this is all ages. Everyone can relate to the music. Everyone loves it. I think that speaks to why you guys have remained so relevant throughout your entire careers.
Well, we've seen so many in our past tours after we did the new edition story on BET. We saw so many generations of mother, grandmother, daughter,
Hmm.
granddaughter, all together at the concert. And that's something that not many people can say. Not many groups can say they have 4 generations of women that come to their shows. And we have that, and that's a beautiful thing for us. And we don't take that lightly at all.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. You've literally inspired every group that has come after you, from pop to R&B. And when you watch today's groups, what do you hope they understand about the longevity, like what you were just talking about?
I would hope that groups understand, first of all, like internally, when you're in a group and there's 6 of us and we've all had success outside of New Edition as well, which can even in of itself make it more challenging, at times. But
Yeah.
I think if the groups could remember one thing, it's like, it's you're not going to agree on everything all the time, right? It's great if you do, right? And just to not take it personal, when you're going through stuff, and no matter who the lead singer is, no matter who gets the most fans or whatever, everybody's role in that group is important. And the biggest challenge any artist is going to have being in a group, whether it's a duo, 3-man group, 5 or whatever, your biggest challenge is going to be staying together. And if you could stay together, if you could weather those storms, and put your personal feelings aside and always look at the big picture, you're gonna always win. But it's not unnatural for you to meet challenges, personally and professionally, with each other. And if you could meet and show up to those challenges and keep your eyes on the ultimate goal of staying together, then the world is yours.
Absolutely.
It's
Absolutely.
about the brotherhood.
Yeah.
It's about the brotherhood, and we have a strong, strong, strong brotherhood that we stay tight, close, when we're not working.
Right.
So that's a plus for us.
Absolutely. Like you said, your brotherhood has survived everything from the solo runs to business, real life. I mean, what's the unspoken rule that's kept New Edition together when other groups couldn't?
Always work hard. Always work hard at our craft. What we do in rehearsals is what comes out on stage. So always work hard at our craft.
Absolutely, absolutely. Tomorrow night, the people get to see it once again in the arena in Oakland. You guys have a lot of history in that arena, a lot of shows in the past. I mean, what song do you individually like performing the most, whether it's in your personal catalog or with it's in New Edition?
Man, that's so
I
that's
know it's a,
hard to
it's a
say.
crazy question. I apologize.
Yeah.
I apologize. I know.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to answer because it's like sometimes depending on where you are, certain songs get certain reactions or give you certain feelings or whatever. It's like I remember one time we were on stage and we You're Not My Kind of Girl came on.
Hmm.
I could like literally see this woman's face, right? Like it's almost like I could see inside of her brain. She was like reminiscing, like she was like, oh my God. And I could just feel her energy of like what that meant for her. I could just see her going back in time to when that album was out, when she first heard the song. Like she didn't even have to tell me that. I could just see the look on her face. So certain songs just do that when you feel the energy back from the crowd. So one night it could be Can You Stand the Rain? Another night it could be Don't Be Cruel or whatever. You just don't know. But they're all, this show here is like we're doing nothing but hits. There's no fillers in there. It's just like every song,
Every song
between
is a smash.
all 3 acts is a smash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing but fire the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, before I let y'all go, 'cause I know your schedule's crazy, getting ready to kick off the tour tomorrow night. I mean, I know you mentioned everyone's gonna be on stage, different parts at the same time, but will we have like a moment before the night's over where all of you are singing all at the same time, like it's an entire thing? Like
We're not telling.
Tony, oh,
We
you're not
can't
telling
tell
me.
you
All
that.
right, all
We're
We're
not,
right.
that part.
you got to
But
come.
get there early.
For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
So
yeah.
the fans get there early. The
Yeah.
people got to get there early. get in your seats and just get ready for an explosion.
And you might want to bring one of those decatheters because you're not gonna want to get up to go to the bathroom either. So
Oh, damn.
okay. You might want to have your snacks, everything right there at your seat, okay?
For sure, for sure.
All right.
Look, y'all, I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Welcome back to the Bang. We look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow night.
All
You
right,
got
bro.
it. All
Stay up.
right.
Peace.
Stay up.
Peace.
Yeah.